32. To say I'm not looking forward to this day would be an understatement. I have no words to describe how I do not wish to see Quanal at all, but it seems as if I will need to. I don't know what will happen today and what conclusion will be reached, but all I know is that I want to get this over and done with. I decided to bake a cake and cupcakes for later tonight. I am hosting respectable adults, so I need to impress. See me. Morning, mommy. She took it upon herself to call me mommy. She says she's training me and making me get used to being called mommy. It's not like the baby will be born and he or she will immediately call me mommy. See me. I would help, but I can't bake, so I'll just sit and watch you. Me. Do you boo see me, Sue? Me. What? See me. I was just wondering if you considered hearing Quanal out and trying to forgive him. Me. I'll talk to him tonight, but I can't just forgive him. He went too far. See me. You still love him? Me. Yes, I won't get over him in just a day. See me. I get you. Let me love and leave you. She left for work and I finished up. I went to the shelter just to go check up on what's going on. There are new people here and I introduced myself to them. Bool was there too. She dropped off the supplies. Bool, I thought you'd be home resting. Me. Needed to clear my head a bit. I felt suffocated in the house. Bool, come, let's go get some milkshakes. We used her car and she drove to the mall. I waited for her in the car as she went to get the milkshakes. She came back with milkshakes and donuts. Me. Thank you, Bool. So Menzi and I got back together last night. Me. Wow, you're happy. Bool. I am, but a little part of me isn't happy. Me. Elaborate. Bool. He said he broke up with me because he was going through a lot. He took it hard when Ketho dumped him, so that means he loves her. I knew he loves her, but I just didn't know he loves her more than he loves me. It hurts a little. Me. Did he say he loves her more than he loves you? Bool. No, but. Me. Stop hurting yourself with assumptions. He came back to you. That should mean something. Bool. I guess so. Anyways, has she kicked? Me. Really now, Bool? I think it's too early for that and it might be a boy. Bool. I hope it's a girl. We sat and had our own conversations, and what I liked was that we didn't even touch on our personal lives. I got a chance to forget about reality for a while and just talk about some other things. There's just something about Bool that makes you feel so relaxed and calm around her. I guess her character makes you feel that way. Simple definition of Bool is calm, peaceful and relaxed. Bool. Let's go back home. You need to cook for the in-laws. Me. Your in-laws, not mine. Bool. Whatever. We both know you'll end up marrying into that family. It will happen. Me. Stop talking nonsense. We passed by the grocery store and she bought everything she thought I'd need. When we got home, I felt sticky and longed for a shower. When I was in the shower, I felt lazy. Why did I even shower from the first place? I took a quick one and got dressed in a long black dress. Put a doek on my head. Why am I doing this? It's not like I'm married to Quanal and Gogish has seen me without it. I took it off. I swear, Nosipho, you're going to be insane soon. Trust me, I told myself that and laughed while at it. When I got downstairs, Bool was already cooking with Entombi watching her and Funica standing on the couch singing her lungs out with Simi laying on the couch next to her. Funica. You know right now I can't be home, but I'm coming home soon, Coming home soon. All I have is this picture in a frame, that I hold close to see your face every day. With you is where I'd rather be, but we're stuck where we are, It's so hard, you're so far. Me, my old-time favorite. I closed my eyes and poured my heart out. Me. This long distance is killing me. I wish that you were here with me, you were here with me. But we're stuck where we are. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, you're so far. Oh, can you hear me crying? Ooh, oh, can you hear me crying? Oh, ooh, oh, can you hear me crying? Oh, ooh, oh, see me, yas girl. Hit that note. Woo, I feel blessed me. You're so crazy, Bool, you all are crazy. This food won't cook itself. The elders will be here soon, so stop giving us a wooden mic performance. Me. Jealousy makes you nasty. We cooked while we listened to music. We even baked, and trust me, these girls went all out. See me. Let us go now, we'll leave you. Good luck, babes. We hugged and they left. What do I do now? While I was thinking, someone knocked and it was my parents. I threw myself in my mother's arms. I never realized I missed them so much until I saw them and I was wrapped around their arms. We shared a group hug for a while until my mom pulled away. I forget how she doesn't like hugs. She doesn't like being touched by anyone else but my dad. At times, she gets annoyed when he keeps on her touching her. She doesn't show affection, but you know she loves you. She makes sure you know and feel it without her showing it. Me. Sawubona gugu mom, my child calls me by name now. This is all your fault, Andile. You spoiled her too much, Dad. How are you, my daughter? Your mother is already talking too much. I missed you, young one. Gugu, stop complaining. My mom rolled her eyes and Dad gave her the bad eye. These two, their love is such a good thing to watch. It's those type of relationships you wish you had. My mother's name is Gugu and my father's is Andile. Gugu no Andile. It was a coincidence because there was a story called Gugu no Andile who had a great love story and they share the same great love and the same names. We sat and watched TV with Dad while Mom freshened up. Dad, so tell me about this boy. Me. He's so old for you to be calling him a boy, Dad. Dad, to me, he is a boy. A boy who hurt my daughter and has her knocked up. I will lay my hands on him. Me. Dad, you cannot hit a blind man. Dad, why not? He deserves a good beating. Did you say he is blind? Me. Yes, he is, Dad. Wow. Interesting. I told him more about Quanel and my relationship with him. Dad seemed eager to meet Quanel. I guess he was fascinated by how a blind man can do so much for himself. After an hour, Quanel's parents arrived with Menzi and Quanel. He was walking behind with his head bowed down. He looked hurt and he was limping. It's all your fault, you shot him. I wanted to cry and hold him, but at the same time, I wanted to scream and beat him up. He breathed in heavily and smiled. Quanel, Nosipho me. Hi. He nodded and went to sit down. My parents literally couldn't take their eyes off him. It's crazy. I was freaked out. I'm sure he felt their eyes on him. My man is blind, but he can use his other senses in the most extraordinary ways. My ex, I mean. The parents exchanged greetings and it was surprising that they all knew each other. They once attended a business event together and they were seated on the same table. Momzo. Gugu, you have such a beautiful and humble daughter. You both raised her well. My parents. Thank you, Gagish. I will waste no time. Blows, these are my sons, Menzi and Quanel Zondi. It's sad that we meet under such circumstances. We should be meeting for Ilobolo instead, Dad. That's true, Gagish, but these young ones decided to cause havoc and were meeting under such circumstances. May. Gagish. I have heard both stories. This boy, Quanel, poisoned Nosipho and caused some damage to her womb, all in the name of not wanting a child. Little did he know that Nosipho will fall pregnant. And she is carrying his baby now. We need to find a way forward for both these people because there is a child uniting us now. We've come to pay for damages my son has caused and for the seed he has planted here. Dad, I am glad you have decided to come forth, acknowledge the mistakes your son has made, and you are willing to rectify your wrongs, but what I do want to know why you did it. Quanal. My apologies for doing such to your daughter, Mr. Billows. What I did was wrong, but I saw it as the right thing to do in my eyes, but I was stupid and it has caused more damage than I thought. Most of all, it has caused me to lose a woman whom I love so much. I love her so much it hurts and I end up doing insane things. My reasons were that I do not want a child. As we all know here that I am a blind man, I'm sitting here deeply in love with a woman I've never seen before, a woman that I will never ever see in my life. I always imagine how she looks. I have this vivid picture in my head, but my imagination can only stay as an image and not the real face that I long to see each and every day. I want to see her face as she laughs endlessly. I want to see her face right now. Even though I know she's disgusted by just seeing me, I still want to see her face. Not being able to see her tortures me each and every day. Worst part of it is knowing that I'm wishing for the impossible. How much more will it hurt when there's a baby involved? How much more will it hurt to long to see her with her big pregnant stomach, to see the baby's first scan, to see her swollen feet, to hold her as she walks around and help her with the pregnancy? How much more will it hurt and kill me when I won't be able to see my child? My first child, and worst of all, there's a high possibility that he or she will be blind. I don't wish this life on my child. I don't wish this life on anyone. It's hard and not everyone can handle it. It will kill me every day to know that my child lives the same life as I do. That is why I did what I did. That is why I took that decision. It was wrong to decide for her, but at that time I wasn't thinking about anything else besides getting ways of her not having a baby. As cold-hearted as it is, I would have had your womb removed in your sleep. That's how deep this thing of not wanting a child is to me, Mom. So what happens now? She's pregnant. That doesn't change your mind. Quanal. No, I asked her to get rid of the baby. Me. That will never happen, Quanal. I know. You're not as evil and cold-hearted as I am. You're not me and I'm not you. I cannot convince you and you cannot convince me. What I feel hasn't been changed by the fact that she's pregnant, and I doubt it will. She can keep her baby. Me. This is our baby. Quanal. No, it is your baby. I don't want anything to do with the baby. My heart tore into little pieces. I wanted to scream and cry, but I didn't. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I couldn't believe that those words came from the man I love. The man whom this baby belongs to. The discussion continued and my mind wasn't even here anymore. I stood up and dished up. At least it kept me distracted. I sat next to him and started feeding him. Why was I still doing it? He heard me. I should be throwing this food on his face. It was awkwardly silent, only the sound of cutlery echoed in the room. The awkward and pitiful stares I got from my mother. Quanal was shifting uncomfortably. He could feel my mom's eyes on him. Quanal. Thank you. He thanked me when I was done feeding him, and I took everyone's dishes to the kitchen. I washed the dishes while they settled things and reached an agreement. I wanted nothing to do with this meeting anymore, nor did I want anything to do with Quanal as well. The meeting was over and they all stepped outside, and Quanal stood by the kitchen counter and cleared his throat. Quanal, can we talk? Me. I'm listening. Quanal. I love you. Me. That's a lie. You don't hurt someone you love. Quanal. Quanal. Nosipho. Me. How was the rest of the meeting? Quanal. It went well. We agreed that I will support you and the child financially. Me. I don't want you to take care of us financially. I will do it on my own. Quanal. I'm trying, hear me. No, you're not, you're too much of a coward, you cannot face your fears and you're holding on to them. You are blind, Quanal, and you will never be able to see again. Get that into your thick skull and start living the life you long to live deep down. So what if you'll never see your child? You were able to fall in love with a person you've never seen before. What makes you think you'll be less of a father because you are blind? What makes you think you won't be able to love your child without having to see him or her? You have hurt me, but most of all you've disappointed me. Go on with your life and let it please you. I will go on with my life and raise my child, and when he or she asks about you, I will tell him or her that your father died the moment he told me to get rid of you. Quanal. Nosipho. Me. Hold it and get out. I wish I was the blind one so I can never get to see your disgusting face. Leave and never look back. You and I have never met before and it will stay that way. Now leave. He walked slowly to the door. He seemed to be in pain. I wanted to hold him and take care of his wounds, but no, he stood there with his hands in his pocket. Quanal. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Lydia. I don't know whether it's because he called me by my second name or it's the goodbye that set the intensity of his sentence and how serious and hurtful it was. He's gone. It hurts. I looked out the window as their cars drove off and I cried. My dad held me and let me cry. Dad. Let him be me. He has hurt me, Dad. He is a young man who is still lost in life and his situation isn't really helping much in this situation. Mom. I feel for that young man. I can't believe this. I went to the couch and stuffed myself with ice cream. Clearly my parents have chosen to fall for his trap. They feel pity for him and they're not even realizing what he has done and to what extent has he damaged me. He did more damage than damaging my womb. He broke my heart. He killed all the trust I had for him. I wish he had taken all the love I have for him and went out that door with it. Mom, what does he do? He seems like a rich man. He paid a very huge amount of money. Me. He's a successful businessman. Him and Menzi work very hard. Mom. Menzi seems like a nice guy to me. You don't know them, they're not as nice and innocent as you think. Mom. We're leaving now, we'll see you tomorrow. Me. You're not sleeping over. Dad. No, we have plans. Me. You are leaving me alone. Mom. Yes, we are. Now bye. I walked them out and I was left all alone. This isn't cool at all. I'm not used to being alone anymore. I called my friends and they said they are at Simi's. I drove to them with a bottle of wine and food. Ntombi opened the door for me and looked at the wine bottle. Ntombi, you do know you won't drink that. Damn me. I forgot. One glass won't hurt. Ntombi. We not taking any chances. I sighed and went to sit down. I told them about tonight's events, telling specifically what happened. I'm amazed I didn't leave out any detail. Funica. It's the first time you actually tell us something so clearly and understandably. Me, I'm also shocked. Ketho. So you ended things. The both of you are just done. Me. Yes. Them. Wow. Ntombi's phone rang and she smiled so much when she answered and went out. Me. She's still keeping this man of hers a secret. Simi. Yes, and she says she isn't going to tell us anytime soon. She doesn't want to jinx it. My phone rang too. It was a strange number that I didn't know. Me. Hello, caller. Hi, am I speaking to Nosipho Billows, co-founder of the Woman Drive? Me. Yes, she's speaking. Caller. Thank God. I'm Nay Makais. I received your number from Mr. Nosipho Zondi. I need to speak business with you and your colleagues about the Woman Drive. A friend of mine mentioned she knew you from Nosipho. She represented you in court. Her name is Ntokozomi. Yes, I remember. Advocate Zulune. Yes, I would like to meet up with you tomorrow. All of the women in your team if it's possible me. It's possible, we'll be available tomorrow at 11 a.m. at our offices. I'll send you the address. Nay, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to meeting you. She ended the call. Something about her voice seemed so intimidating. Me. Someone by the name of Nay Makais wants to meet up with us tomorrow about the woman drive. Funica. Her name sounds so familiar. Me. She said she knows Quanal Funica. Look for her in the internet. People who know Quanal are usually big shot business people or they're known for some important reason. Simi looked her up on Google and she stood on her feet. Me. What? Simi. It says here that she is a queen. A whole queen. Queen Nokukanya Nay Makais of Langalil Kingdom. Me. Wow, life will never cease to amaze you. I wonder what does she want? I can't believe it. We continued stalking her in the internet and social media pages. She looked beautiful, lots of kids and friends. She looked like a good person. I mean, she is a queen after all, she has to be nice. Entombi came back and we gave her a nasty look. Entombi. I'm still not telling. Anyways, Thando said she's having a party on Friday and we're all going. Me. I'm not Entombi, you are. She'll drag you there if she finds out you're not at the party. Bye. I'm going out to see this mystery partner of mine. Me. I'm going to bed now, I need some rest. We all ended up cuddled up in one room and two beds joined together. We sang till I felt really sleepy and closed my eyes. Insert 33. Waking up and preparing for the day wasn't the best things I look forward to. I guess this pregnancy will turn me into a much lazier person than I already am. I don't want to be outdoors. If I could lock myself in the house all day I'd be happy, but I have a business to run so that cannot happen. I was on my way to the office. The meeting with Mrs. Makais was in an hour. We were all looking forward to it and a bit eager to hear what it is all about. I decided to pass by the coffee shop before going to the office. Me. May I have a latte and a... Oh shit. I remembered I'm not supposed to be having any caffeine. Me. Please just give me 3 lattes and 1 cappuccino and a chocolate muffin. The waiter nodded and I waited for my order. The smell of coffee was so great and I was truly tempted, but I cannot take any chances. I paid and took my order. I turned, not watching where I'm going. I bumped into some girl and her coffee fell and mine spilled on her shirt. It was white. The anger on her face, she was fuming. Me. I'm so sorry, I'm really so sorry. She kept quiet and looked at me. It was hot. A big hot slap landed on my face. To say I was shocked was an understatement. I mean, what the hell? I smiled and looked at her. Me. May I please pass? Her. Just like that. Bitch, don't try me. Me. You've already slapped me, I paid for my sin. What more do you want from me? Everyone was now watching as this girl was making such a huge scene. This girl slapped me, I'm still in shock and disbelief. Her. Who do you think will replace my coffee? She kept on shouting and I was getting annoyed. I put the other cups on the table with my bag next to it. I went to the counter and ordered what she had. I was on my phone while I waited for her coffee. I went back to her while she was standing talking about me to her friends. Me. Here's the slip to your order. Next time, don't embarrass yourself and show the world what a hooligan you are. You don't attack someone because of a simple mistake. In life you need to know how to humble yourself and respect others, and you'll be respected too. You'd be shocked to find that I can end you before the end of this day. You could be jobless. I didn't beat you up because I'm scared of you. Being a coward isn't me. But because of my image, public reputation and the business I own. I cannot have it tarnished because of stupid people like you. You don't intimidate me. Me. I didn't say I do. Fix yourself, Londeka. Maybe you'll have less anger issues than you do now. Craig might have to let you go. Give that job of yours to someone else. How do you know my name? And how do you know my boss? Me. I did say I can end you in just a day. You'll have your shirt delivered to you by the end of the day. Who knows? Maybe I'll get you something more expensive that you can brag about. Have a good day. People were no looking at me. This Londeka girl seemed so confused and she was hesitating. I handled that well, huh? I'm sure you're wondering how I knew her name and who she worked for. I took a picture of her while I waited for her coffee and sent it to Lawazi and got some information on her. She slapped me. I haven't forgotten. No one slaps me and gets away with it. No one. Mostly because it's the first time someone has ever slapped me, so I have to take action. I won't get her fired. That's drastic. We all need jobs to support our daily lives. But she'll pay one way or another. I bought a shirt and went to work. I quickly changed and went to the boardroom. After a few minutes of waiting, Ketho came in, followed by bodyguards and the Mrs. Mackays walking in the middle of them and 4 young ladies with her. Is she always with so many people every day? She has a tight security detail. She must be living such a lavish life. She's even much prettier than she is on pictures and much shorter. She smiled. Her smile is beautiful and warm. Ketho. Good morning to everyone. Especially the queen in our presence. She laughed. The rest of us were just silent. I guess we're all intimidated by this woman standing in front of us. Ketho. I am Ketho Kulgumede, county founder and CEO of the Woman Drive, and this is Simlindal Fatholo, Funika Zondi, Entombi Mabhel and Nosipho Billows. Nay. Pleased to meet you all. I'm Ne Mackays. Bodyguard. Queen Nokukanya Ne Mackays of the Langalil Kingdom. Bow down before the queen. The way we quickly stood up so we can bow down. She told us to stop. It's not necessary. She's a queen in Langalil, not in Durban. She's super chilled. Me. What may we help you with, Mrs. Mackays? Nay. Call me Nay. I may be in my early 40s, but I'm still young. I don't have much time. I need the Woman Drive in Langalil. I know your campaign has just started and it is doing wonders. You will need to open other branches too in different places and provinces, and I would like Langalil to be the first. Me. Wow, Nay. I need you to think about, and I will not be wanting any shares whatsoever. Everything is handled by you guys. All I want is for this wonderful initiative to be in Langalil and help our people. My husband and I will fund everything. It's no problem. Funika. That is wonderful. I feel as if it's a good thing and something we should do. Our campaign should expand and help more and more people, Ketho. Plus we have people from all over in these shelters. Some will be closer to home once we have branches in other places and provinces. Our 2 shelters are getting full and we need to do more and expand. It's a very good idea. Me. I agree, Entombi. Me too, so I guess we're doing this. Yes, Nay was excited. She said she thought it would take all day to convince us. To think she was actually nervous about meeting us. Wonders will never end in this world. Nay. I have already found land, which will be used to build shelters and any other facilities which will be needed. I am not always in Durban, and this project will need some of you, if not all of you, in Langalil to monitor this and put in all the work. I will not be involved. As I said, this project is yours. All I'm here for is financial assistance and it being on my land. Entombi. It will mean that some of us have to move down to Langalil. We didn't think of that. Preparing and opening the shelter here was hard work. How much more will it Be all the way in Langolil. Some of us need to be in Langolil. Nay, I'll leave you to decide what you do, but I would like this to start as soon as possible. Ketho. As soon as next week. We will contact you tonight once we've reached an agreement. We said our goodbyes and she left. Entombi. Interesting. It's amazing to see how much we're growing in such a short amount of time. Funica. I honestly didn't expect it. Me. I'll move to Langolil. What? I guess I thought out loud. I was still thinking about it and I said it. See me. What, really? Me. Yes. It will be a good thing for the campaign and myself, of cause. I need a breather and just be away from this place for a while. I will be able to focus on work, the baby and myself without having to be around Quanal. Ketho. 3 of you have to move down to Langolil. It can be Nosipho, Simi and Funica. Entombi and I will remain here, and we also have Bul who will be of great assistance. Is it okay with you, Simi and Funica? Simi. Yes. Funica. Yes, it is. Ketho. Okay, that's settled then. This will take about 3 months, so you'll be there for a while. We'll keep coming by on weekends if we can, and we'll have to make this work, ladies. Simi. I'm putting you in charge of the Langil project. Simi. Yes ma'am, she does it so well, she's fit into her position so perfectly. We chose well to have her as our leader in this business. It seems like a natural thing to her. I guess this was really her purpose in life, as she was the brains behind this big initiative. We did our plannings and settled our plans. Everything seemed to be getting into place. It was a Wednesday, so we had just 4 days left till we moved to Langolil. It's short notice, but we can manage. It's just leaving for 3 months, nothing much. I wish we were moving for the entire year. We called Nay and told her on what we have decided on. She said she will organize where we'll stay and prepare for our arrival. I was actually now looking forward to leaving Durban. I don't even know if I'm going to a rural village or not, but I don't care. As long as I don't breathe in the same air as Quanal. Entombi. Will you tell him? Me. We're going to that party on Friday, so surely he'll be there and he'll hear about it. I don't need to inform him about what I do. They nodded and we continued working. I was so sure about my decision of moving. The more I thought about was the more I felt sure of it. During lunchtime I ordered this lady's t-shirt and had it sent to her. With a little sweet message, telling her to watch herself. I will just keep haunting her till I've had enough. She'll never just slap someone like she owns the world. She's lucky it was me. Someone would have beat her into a pulp. When we were done for the day we headed home and I went straight to bed. I just wanted to sleep, nothing more. 2 days later, Friday, I was on my way driving to the airport, going to meet up on a lunch date with my mother in Joburg. She demanded me to fly to Joburg and I'll be back before Thando's party. My mom is so dramatic. She wants to have lunch in Joburg when I can just tell her what I want to say over the phone, or video call if she wants to see my face. When I got there I was ushered into a private jet. Private jet? Since when? Mom, though. I slept all the way to Joburg. I was woken up by a call from Menzi. Me. Menzi. Scheme, why are you going to Joburg? Aren't you coming to the party? Me. How do you know I'm going to Joburg? Are you having me followed? Menzi. No, I just know me. I'm going to have lunch with Mom and I'll be back in time for the party. I don't like this thing of you stalking me because it means Quanal knows about my whereabouts. Menzi. I don't see a problem with him knowing where you or me. Goodbye, Menzi. I dropped the call. He just called to annoy me. He called again and I ignored it. The flight attendant came to meet her. Miss Billows, Mr. Zondi is on the phone and he has requested to talk to you. She handed the phone to me and I answered me. Peterson Menzie, fuck you me, you too, what do you want? Menzie. I just wanted to say goodbye, you ended the call before I could say so me, well goodbye then Menzie. He ended the call and I was told we were about to land. After a few minutes we landed and my mom was already waiting for me at the airport. She hurried in, hugged me, then she cried me, what is wrong with you? Mom, I missed you me, okay, you're being weird. You're never clingy at all, move away from me. She laughed and carried my bag. We went to her car and the driver drove us to her house. We got there and we went to the kitchen. Mom, we'll be cooking together me, you cook and I'll watch you, just like the old days. She started cooking as she told me about her day and that Dad and her had a fight. Now she came to Joburg so he can see how angry she is. I told you I have a dramatic mother. Once she finished cooking, I dished up and we sat by the lounge while we ate. Me, Mom, I'm moving out Durban for a few months. Mom, what? Where are you going? Me, TWD is opening a branch at Langalil. We were approached by the Queen of Langalil and we're taking on the project. Mom, congratulations, but are you sure you want to leave? Me, yes, I need to leave. It's for the business and my own good. I need to be as far away from Quanal as possible. Mom, oh my daughter, you know I'm here for you at all times. Take care of yourself and your baby. Finish up your food so we can go to the doctor. You need to have a checkup. Me, yes Gugu. Mom, I'll hit you. So Quanal will be at the party tonight. Me, yes, it's his sister's party so he will be there. I don't know how I feel about being in the same space as him, so I won't stay long. I don't want the friendship circle to die and be awkward because we broke up, so I'll try being very civil with him. Mom, that's a good thing. We went to the doctor and I did my first scan. The baby seemed okay and my blood pressure was good too. After the doctor's appointment we went to the salon and she bought weaves for herself and one for me. I'm not complaining, at least she bought me one. She then drove me to the airport. I slept throughout the flight again. It's better if I sleep or I'll just feel sick and throw up. When we landed, I found Menzie waiting for me near my car with a bunch of red roses. Me, Mr. Zondi. Menzie, Mrs. Zondi. Me, you wish. Menzie, I'm saying that on behalf of my brother. Me, even worse. I gave him my bag and he laughed. He came here so I'll bully him. I got into the passenger's seat and waited for him to drive. Menzie, where to, dear lady? Me, home, I need to freshen up and change. He drove to the apartment and he kept on telling me about how Quanal hasn't been out of bed for the past 3 days. I chose not to say anything and just listen to him. Me, is he coming tonight? Menzie, no. Me, MMMH, that's good. He seemed hurt by what I said. I didn't care. Menzie, I'll come pick you up when you're done. Call me. Me, I'll drive myself. Menzie, I don't want to repeat myself. Remember, you're carrying a precious Zondi cargo in there, you can't drive. Me, whatever. He laughed and waved goodbye while I went inside the house. I'll take my own time preparing for this party. I'm not looking forward to it at all. What I'm looking forward to is coming home and packing, then I leave this place. Who knows, maybe I might decide to stay there forever. Insert 34. Menzie picked me up when I was done as he had insisted. This party wasn't as our normal parties that we always have. When we got to Thando's beautiful and massive house, she told us we'll first have a formal dinner. Thank God I was wearing appropriate clothes for a formal dinner. We took pictures as we waited for the dinner to start and we were having snacks and chatting. I was sitting with Quenzo as we were chatting up a storm. I kept on looking at the door, hoping he would walk in, but he wasn't. Menzi told me he left him at home sleeping. At least Boosie is with him, so I know he is safe and not bored alone. He is still suffering from his wounds. I shouldn't have shot him. Menzi tells me his father made them worse by pressing onto them as punishment. That was very harsh. Anyways, I should focus on this night and stop thinking about him. Menzi and Bool kept on kissing and playing lovey-dovey. It was a cute sight to see, especially since Ketho was just happy and didn't seem to mind. There was no awkwardness and you could tell that Ketho was really okay. If she's pretending, then I applaud her. She would really be a very good actress. Simi, where is the food? I'm hungry. Thando, almost done. Lawazi, my lady doesn't like being hungry. She can kill everyone just so she can get a plate of food. Me, glad you know that you should feed my girl. She needs to be fed. Entev, she must also serve some cake. It's compulsory. Quenzo, preach. Funica, that's all you know. We went to the dining table and we sat down. I was in between Quenzo and Ketho. Across us were our lovely couples and they looked cute. Kind of reminded me of myself and Quanel. It was a feast. The smell was divine and so was the taste. Me, this is lovely. Me and Baby K are enjoying it. Simi, Baby K. Me, Baby Quanel. Menzi, so cute. Too bad my brother is just a jerk. Quenzo, he's going through a lot. He'll come around. As his brothers were here to play the father figure in Baby K's life. Lawazi, we are all here for you. Whatever you need and at any given time we'll be here. Entev, Funica tells me you guys are moving to Langalil. Menzi, what? Me, yes, Simi, Funica and I are moving there for about 3 months. Menzi, when? Me, Monday. Menzi, why am I only finding out about this now? Bool, I forgot to tell you babe. It's business related. Me, yes, we're opening TWD branch at Langalil, so we'll be there to head things up and work that side. Lawazi, you will come back on weekend, right babe? I can't spend 3 months without seeing you. See me. We'll be back every weekend. Me, you will, not me. I'll be back. After 3 months, I need a break from Durban. I need a breather. Quenzo, why do I feel like you're leaving forever? Me, that's not the plan, but if it happens, it happens. If you miss me, Quenzo, you'll come and see me weekends. I will not be coming back. Thando, you seem to have your mind made up. Me, yes I do. We continued talking. Menzi excused himself. He said he needed to make a call. He came back after a while. We had settled and they were having wine while I was having non-alcoholic sparkling wine. It was boring, but hey, Baby K doesn't allow me to drink alcohol. The music started playing and it was party mode. Thando, I didn't have a reason for organizing this party, but now I do. Congratulations to the ladies for securing a new project and farewell to the ladies who are leaving us headed to Langalil. May you prosper and make us proud. S. Cheers. The music was pumping and we were all dancing and having a good time. Entombi, I'm going to the bathroom. I nodded and continued dancing. How I wish I was intoxicated right now. The fun I'm having needs some alcohol in my system, but anyways, I'll get used to my 9 months of alcohol-free life. Quenzo, sis no see me. Since when do you call me sis no see? Quenzo, I need a favor. Me, talk. Quenzo, can a small leave the shelter just for tonight? I'll go pick her up. Me, a small Feeny, what business do you have with her? Quenzo, cool, are you dating the little girl? Oh my word. Quenzo, please, please, I'm begging you. Ketho, don't hurt or sleep with her. Me, come, let's go fetch her. Quenzo, thank you. He quickly took his car keys and I demanded that he tells me what is going on between them as we drove to the shelter. He told me they are close friends but he wants to be more than friends. Apparently he always visits her at the shelter and they've went on a date once before. Quanel knew about this and he didn't even tell me. Quenzo, I knew you'd be protective of her and not allow me to see her, so I asked him not to tell you. Me, you're a player, I don't want you messing up that little girl's feelings and breaking her heart. Quenzo, I'll try not to. I mean, I like her, so why would I mess this up? We got to the shelter and she was waiting for us by the reception. She looked down when she saw me and played with the edges of her dress. Me, take the front seat, I'll sit by the back. She nodded and we got into the car. It was awkward and it was because she was scared of me. You'll be taking her back first thing tomorrow morning. Quenzo, yes sis. Me, and behave yourself. Feel free Ace, I don't bite. She giggled and nodded. We went into the house and I went upstairs. I was looking for the bathroom, I needed to pee. Why is this house huge and has many doors? I just need the bathroom before I pee on myself. Me, Thando. Shit, I closed the door and closed my eyes. Breath in and out breath. Nosipho. Everyone was now standing in front of me looking at me with worry in their faces. Bull, what is going on? We heard you screaming your lungs out. Me, The door opened slowly and they came out with guilt written all over their faces. Entombi, I can explain. Thando, no babe, I'll handle this. Menzi, babe, Thando, Entombi and I are an item. Nosipho just saw us having sex, we forgot to lock the door and she walked in on us, that's why she screamed. Ented, damn. See me, so he's the mystery man. I mean the mystery woman. Entombi nodded and I laughed. Entombi, I've never said man but partner. True, she's never really said it's a man. Menzi, wow, you've got a smoking hot girlfriend. I didn't think you'd do therapists. Thando, only you would say something so stupid. We all laughed and as much as we were shocked, we were trying so hard to hide it and bury the awkwardness. Bull, let's leave them to continue where they left off. Me, after I pee, where's the bathroom in this house? Entombi showed me and I rushed there while they went back to the room and the others went downstairs. After I was done I walked back downstairs. I stopped. He's here, I can smell him from where I'm standing. His presence is heavy and I can feel he's somewhere near me. He is behind. I continued walking to the couch even though my knees were failing me. I haven't seen him, I haven't seen his face. I sat down and closed my eyes. This effect he has on me is too deep, it controls my entire body and mind. He has this hold on me and I want it to end. I opened my eyes and he was sitting across me. He was wearing tight long sleeve t-shirt, it was black and khaki shorts. I could see his bandage, at least it had no blood stains. Maybe it has healed a bit. He had his glasses on and he was moving his jaws and rubbing his palms together. He does that when he is angry. Why would he be angry? Why is he so damn sexy? Vusi was here too. Ented, here's something to drink. Bafo. Quanel, thank you. That came out as more of a whisper. His voice seemed like it was gone and it was just husky. I wonder what is wrong with his voice. He sat down right opposite me. Couldn't he sit somewhere else because I'm just facing him now and it is complete torture, mostly because he is so handsome. He continues rubbing his palms together and clenching his jaw. I stood up and went to sit somewhere else where I won't have to face him. A Small turned the music on louder and she danced. I quickly went to join her, I needed to be distracted. I mean, This guy wasn't even paying attention to me. Why do I want him to pay attention to me anyways? You broke. It's over. Move on from him. I was dancing my ass off and the crowd was shouting. Simi was literally screaming and dancing with me. I was losing my senses. Mind you, I didn't even drink any alcohol. Ketho. Go no see. Go no see. Twerk that ass up. I laughed and we twerked. I was still dancing when the music stopped playing and I felt a rough hand grabbing me. Me. What the? Leave me alone. Quanel. He was literally grabbing me out the door. This man. His walk was so not him. I shouldn't have shot him. It still hurts. We were outside and the others were watching us through the window. Quanel. Sit down me. You don't tell me what to do Quanel. I don't want to argue with you me. I don't even want to talk to you Quanel. Quanel. I heard you're leaving. Me. I am Quanel. Why are you leaving Nosipho? I know it's not only work related. Please don't leave me. Why not? I want to be away from you. As far away as I can be. I need to work and just relax. I need to focus on myself and focus on my child. I know I'll always see you if I stay here. We have the same friends. I can't ask you to change friends and I also can't change friends. It's better if I leave and I get some space from you. That way we'll both have our separate lives. Quanel. I don't want to be away from you. I don't want a life separate from you. Me. You don't know what you're talking about Quanel. You're just drunk. You don't want my child. You can't have me if you won't have my child. Your child, to be more specific Quanel. There's no we without her. Quanel. It's a girl. Me. No, I don't know yet. But Boole says it will be a girl. Quanel. Okay me. Bye Quanel. Quanel. Don't leave yet. Let's stay here for a while. Let's share our last moment together. Hold my hand. Me. No Quanel, don't do this. Don't make this more complicated than it already is. Let's rather just leave, go our separate ways and pretend as if nothing has ever happened. It will be hard to pretend, but we have to. You've hurt me so much. It will take time for me to forgive you. Maybe I'll never even forgive you, but I know I'll never keep you in my life when I know you don't want my child. Quanel. I guess this is it. What we had has really come to an end. Me. Yes, and I don't want to point fingers, but you know it's your fault. Quanel. I know, but I've made my decision me, and I have made my decision. We both have to live by our decisions. Quanel. I love you me. You think you love me, and what happened to your voice? Quanel. Let's just say I've been drinking too much. All I do is drink these days me. You shouldn't be doing that. It's not good for you, especially since you're now losing your voice. Quanel. I'll stop because you've said so. Me. Yeah right Quanel. Honestly, I'll really stop. Me. If you say so Quanel. I had plans for us. We were supposed to be getting married by the end of this year. Me. Really? Quanel. Yes, Gagish gave Menzi and I a time frame for us to get married. I knew I'd find a wife in you. Me. But then it won't happen Quanel. I guess so. We sat there for a while in silence and having a conversation here and there. After a few hours, I told him I want to leave. Quanel. Can I get a hug? Me. No Quanel. Just a hug Nosipho. I nodded and I laughed. I remembered he cannot see me. It reminded me of the first few days when I had met him. It kept on slipping my mind that he is blind and cannot see me when I nod. Me. Just a hug K Quanel. I hugged him. He held me closer and closer. It was a warm hug and I was enjoying it Quanel. A kiss just to bid farewell. Just to say goodbye me. Quanel, don't do this. I couldn't finish up my sentence. Because he had already had his lips on mine and he kissed me. We kissed for a while and I pulled back but he wasn't letting me go. He deepened the kiss and I felt my whole body tinge. No, this has to stop. He pinned me to the wall and touched my stomach. Quanel. I love you. I didn't know whether he is talking to me or my stomach. I just pulled away. Me. Goodbye Quanel. Quanel. Goodbye Nosi, and the baby. Me, it's baby K. Quanel. Baby K. Me. Baby Quanel. He laughed and held my hand as we went to the others. I don't know what's wrong or what's going on, but I won't get my hopes up. He is drunk, that's why he is so warm to the baby stuff. See me. So we kissed and made up. Vusi. Mommy and Daddy diaries. Huh? Quanel. No, I'm not a daddy and will never be one. Silence. I was on the verge of crying but I held myself and kept it together. Bool held my hand and I winked at her. Me. I want to leave Entombi. Let's go. Me. Where are you going? Who will Thando cuddle with all night? Thando. Thank you Nosi. She laughed and held her. It was such a cute sight to see. So unexpected and shocking. We didn't suspect it at all. I literally had no idea, but hey, if they're both happy we're all happy. What I'm nervous about is Gogish finding out. It won't be good at all. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to Edentev. Let me drive you home. Menzi is too drunk to do so. Me. Thank you. I'll see you ladies tomorrow. Ketho. I'm going home with you, as single ladies are out. Menzi. Don't leave me babe, you know I love you. Silence. 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 What the hell is Menzi doing? I just took my bag. I wanted to leave before things get worse. Menzi. Ketho cool. Ketho standwa Sam Vusi. Okay, Menzi, let's get you to bed. Bye ladies. Bool sat down. Her face was red. She was hurt. Ketho. You're okay Bool? Bool. Yes. Have a safe trip home. See me. I'll stay and look after her. She's okay. We said our goodbyes and we left. Ketho cracked up in laughter when we got into the car. This girl. Me. Why are you laughing? Ketho. Menzi is an idiot. How could he say such? Especially in front of Bool. It's just so wrong. Me. It's wrong and you're laughing. Ketho. It was a bit funny. Nosipho. Me. Whatever Entev. You're both just so naughty. He drove us to the apartment and dropped us off. I went straight to my room and took a bath, then went to bed. Ketho was already sleeping in my bed. We'll just cuddle all night long. Me. Move. You just take up the entire bed. Ketho. I'm a big girl, I need space. We laughed and cuddled. We were both just tired and wanted to sleep. After I showed her the baby scan, we both closed our eyes. Ketho. Just months ago we were struggling to sleep in a jail cell. Me. Don't even remind me. Look at where we are now, my lady. Ketho. We've come too far at a short space amount of time. I love you. Me. I love you too. Insert 35. The journey to Langalil was